Oh, I don't like the rain. The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Oh, I'm...
Happy to oblige. Game's up. Time's over.
Think you can get away? Here we go!
To ashes!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite. Catch the wind.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra Abyssosk.
Well met.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
No escape.
Time for takeoff.
Freeze.
Gotcha.
Looks like I went too far.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Cool it. This one will be frozen in time.
Yahoo!
Power that ended Python! Quietly now.
Dodge this.
Think you can get away?
Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Gotcha.
Disgusting.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Would you care to see? If you ever One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. I never quite seem to get my land legs back. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Oh? Oh.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
More companions! Hooray! Freeze! Time for a light show!
Busted.
Brace yourselves! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Things are about to get dicey.
Fire hazard. Goldfish up down.
Eyes on me! Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's play.
more the merrier. First round's on me.
Think you can get away? Here we go! Yeah! Fuse is lit!
Quietly now.
Here come the fireworks!
Here comes the catch.
Oh? Yahoo!
Busted.
Time for takeoff.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Fire hazard! Ha! Let's play!
Things are about to get dicey.
A mystical freeze! Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Power that ended my shot! Gotcha! Here comes the catch.
Time for a light show. Here come the fireworks.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Huh, where have you been hiding?
Quietly now.
Yahoo! Goldfish of doom!
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Time for takeoff. Yeah. gliding be faster? Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking... Come on, traveler, let's go! The world is... Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already...
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting,
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything too
What do you think?
Okay.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Everyone's here so early! But what?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's...
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to do. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say.
That's what I wanted to... Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy.
Paimon's a
To be honest, I feel the same. Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, you're welcome. Good luck. With everything.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also, our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to—
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our— We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like—
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look—
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary—
Well, being a scholar is also—
I'm not like the rest of them.
This guy. Paimon still remember—
All it— Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been— I think those mad scholars but the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with the— Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, the withering. Elazar.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that—
You've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden...
But if that's the case...
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole... the world forget me?
In that case, to make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Let's play!
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are...
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you...
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into it?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very...
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use... As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the Traveler. I want you to record some... Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is now. Please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to... Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be...
Huh? What do you...
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits... Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always... After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so... In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify great...
But
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be...
things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few...
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be—
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called—
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you—
We agreed to work. Had I known Al-Haytham would give—
Look, you already know.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to—
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards, and—
Wait! How can we work with the guard?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how—
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. But he also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of to make the whole thing more convincing. You'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is— We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life—
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
There must still be traces of King Deshret's
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest and how—
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved—
As many as Ain al-Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint—
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their— Even if that guard doesn't know, their superior—
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering—
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract— No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function—
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain— Actually, considering the power of the Akasha—
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to the— But things like that never happened again after—
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can— Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it—
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit in it. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the— Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce decisive and principled. You were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based— So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me. The construct—
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as
Have you made a decision regarding the matter?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. Get ready.
Sure. I'll play you another tune.
It's time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give...
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads for the case.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to...
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight!
Brace yourselves.
Eyes on me!
exhausted. Think you can get away? Yeah. Fire hazard. A festive reprise.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area.
You pitiful Dendro Archon! King Deshret will curse you!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went real.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ram on there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to
Yeah, you're the reason why
Let's go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari?
I have a very... If we need help, get ready for the next...
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around...
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing... All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Yeah, we sure don't want him to...
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can... So, we'll find Tainari. The sages have placed spies every... You should be honored. I don't...
But Paimon thought mercenary.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the...
How much more do...
how much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you... Come on, give me a smile so that I'm looking good. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's go. It's time.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow... This place is better. We won't... Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has...
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left...
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for...
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working.
Sino, you said? I see. So that... Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you in...
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with...
Hypatia? Why would he...
And what do you mean by take away?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps... I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar, you're...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How...
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted... And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both... My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. One dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and this has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots in his recent letters.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville,
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe. Please...
I can do that. But I have a feeling the Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia.
All right. We've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with...
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the...
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.